Good afternoon, students. Today we have lecture number 6 on alternating current. Lecture number 6 on alternating current, and so far we have studied about the theory of alternating current, theory of all the theory parts of all the concepts that have to be covered in alternating current has been covered. And now let us solve some numericals on this alternating current. Write down the numerical. See here, I will always solve the numerical in this way only. I will dictate the question. You have to write the numerical. Take a pen and page. Take pen and paper. Pause the video and take pen and paper and start writing. Then I will solve the numerical and you can note it down, because to solve the numericals pen and paper is compulsory. So that's why you start writing first numerical. Write down first numerical. In that first A, first part A. The peak voltage of an AC supply is 300 volt. The peak voltage of an AC supply is 300 volt. You please stop. What is the RMS voltage? The peak voltage of an AC supply is 300 volt. You please stop. What is the RMS voltage? Question mark. Next, in the same question only B. A is over B. The RMS value of current in an AC circuit is 10 ampere. The RMS value of current in an AC circuit is 10 ampere. You please stop. What is the peak current? The RMS value of current in an AC circuit is 10 ampere. What is the peak current? Okay. First, let us solve A. So first A is separator and B. So in the A, what is given? Read the question. The peak value of an AC supply is 300 volt. Peak value of AC supply. Peak value means that is highest value, that is largest value of current, that is maximum value. So maximum value of AC supply is 300 volt. Volt means it is potential difference. So that is V0. Peak value of voltage is given. Peak value of AC voltage, that is V0 is equal to 300 volt. It is given. And what is the RMS voltage? So VRMS is equal to question mark. What is the RMS voltage? So we know that the RMS value of voltage is given by it is VRMS is equal to V0 divided by root 2. This is the formula. That is the relation between RMS value and peak value. So RMS value is equal to peak value divided by root 2. So therefore VRMS is equal to, so V0 is given 300 divided by root 2. Root 2 is something but 1.414 something. So do the calculation, you will get the answer. So after calculation you will get the answer as, so it is 212.1 volt. 212.1 volt. So this is the answer for first one. And B. In the B, see, read the question. The RMS value of current in an AC circuit is 10 ampere. What is the peak current? So given is RMS value of current. That is IRMS is equal to 10 ampere, and they are asking the peak value, that is I0 is equal to question mark. So using the relation, it is IRMS is equal to I0 divided by root 2. IRMS is equal to I0 divided by root 2. So therefore peak current I0 is equal to root 2 into IRMS. So that is I0 is equal to root 2 into IRMS is 10 ampere. So that is 1.414 into 10. 1.414 into 10 becomes 14.14 ampere. So this is the maximum value of current. That is peak value of current. Understood? Just for 2 marks. This is for 2 marks. So you have to calculate like this. Okay. Next question. Next question. Next question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Hope you have written all these things. If you are not able to write so fastly, then pause the video, write it down, then after that continue. Okay. So next question. A 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 110 volt. A 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 110 volt. 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to 110 volt, 60 hertz AC supply. A 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 110 volt, 60 hertz AC supply. You please stop. Determine the RMS value of the current in the circuit. Determine the RMS value of current in the circuit. Determine the RMS value of the current in the circuit. So try to solve this one. Let us see. Pause the video and try to solve this one. First, read the question and write the given data. Read the question properly, write the given data, understand the situation, then you will get the answer. So what they have given? A 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 110 volt. That is given. Capacitance of capacitor. That is C is equal to 60 microfarad. That is nothing but 60 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Is connected to a 110 volt, 60 hertz AC supply. So 110 volt. So which voltage it is? They have given it is AC supply. 110 volt, 60 hertz AC supply. Then which voltage it will be? Whether it will be peak value of voltage, average value of voltage, or RMS value of voltage. That is applied voltage. So applied voltage is given. That applied voltage will be nothing but RMS value of voltage. So whatever the voltage or whatever the potential difference they will give for the AC supply, that will be nothing but RMS value of voltage. So that is RMS voltage, AC voltage, RMS AC voltage, VRMS is equal to 110 volt, and frequency of AC is given as 60 hertz. It is given in the question 60 hertz. So determine the RMS value of the current in the circuit. So RMS value of current in the circuit, IRMS is equal to question mark. They are given VRMS. If they are given IRMS, so we have to calculate IRMS. Understood? First, find capacitive reactance. So to find RMS value of current, we have to find capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance is given by XC is equal to 1 divided by C omega. XC is equal to 1 divided by C omega. That is 1 divided by C into 2 pi f. So therefore XC is equal to 1 divided by 2 into pi. Pi is 3.142 into f is 60, and C they have given it as 60 into 10 to the power minus 6. So simplify this one. Use the simple calculator. Simple calculator is allowed in the theory exam. So use the simple calculator and do the calculation. So after calculation, I will write directly the answer what you will get. So XC is equal to, That is capacitive reactance. XC is equal to, the answer comes out to be, so 44.23 ohm. 44.23 ohm. Check out the calculation if you want. 44.23 ohm. And it is 10 to the power minus 6. When it goes to the numerator, it will become 10 to the power plus 6. Okay. So do it proper shifting of 10 to the power, then you will get 44.23 ohm. Okay. So now we want IRMS current. First, okay. So the RMS value of current. The RMS value of current is given by here, if they are given peak value, then we could have used the formula IRMS is equal to I naught divided by root 2. But they did not given the peak value of current, that is maximum value of current. So we have to use, we have to think. So that is, we have to use the formula IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by XC. That is opposition in the circuit. That is nothing but same as Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. Instead of resistance, here it is a pure capacitive circuit. It is a pure capacitive circuit. So instead of resistance, we have to write capacitive reactance. And capacitive reactance plays the same role as the resistance in the capacitive circuit. In a pure capacitive circuit, so capacitive XC, that is, it is the opposition to the flow of AC current. So therefore, IRMS is equal to, VRMS is given in the question only, 110 divided by XC we got, it is 44.23, so get IRMS is equal to, so what the answer will get? So answer you will get it as 2.49 ampere. So this is the answer. 2.5 ampere. So you can write 2.5 ampere. 2.5 ampere. Understood? So you have to think and make the formulas according to the requirement. Okay. If it is a pure inductive circuit, if some inductance is given, same question, instead of capacitance, some inductance is given, then find XL. Find inductive reactance, then XL value will get, and after that IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by XL. If it is a pure inductive circuit. If it is a LCR circuit, if there is a inductor, capacitor and resistor, then you have to find Z. Impedance, Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. That formula you have to use, Z you have to find. Then IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by Z. Then you will get RMS value of current in that LCR circuit. Understood? Next question. Right on the next question. Number 3. Right on. Obtain the resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit. Obtain the resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit. Next question. Write down. Obtain the resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit with obtain the resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit with capital L is equal to 0.2 Henry. In the question paper they have written like this only. Capital L is equal to 2.0, not 0.2, 2.0 Henry. Capital L is equal to 2.0 Henry. 2.0 Henry, comma, capital C is equal to 32 microfarad. Capital C is equal to 32 microfarad. It is given in the question only. C is equal to 32 microfarad and capital R is equal to 10 ohm. You please stop. Once again I will read the question. Obtain the resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit with L is equal to 2.0 Henry, C is equal to 32 microfarad and capital R is equal to 10 ohm. What is the Q value of this circuit? what is the Q value of this circuit? What is the Q value of this circuit? So given I have written given over only. What is the resonant frequency? So resonant frequency they are asking. Okay, resonant frequency that is omega naught is equal to question mark. Omega naught is equal to question mark. So how to find the resonant frequency and the Q value of the circuit? Okay. So we know that resonant frequency is given by resonant frequency is given by omega naught is equal to 1 divided by root LC. Omega naught is equal to 1 divided by root LC. L and C are given, so you can calculate resonant frequency. So omega naught is equal to 1 divided by under root of L. L is 2 and C is 32 into 10 to the power minus 6. So do the simplification. So omega naught is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 comes out of the square bracket. It will become 10 to the power minus 3 goes to numerator 10 to the power plus 3 and 2 into 32 root. So whatever the value you will get, that is 64 root 64. So we'll get the answer as so what is it is so that is 125. So the answer root 64 to 8. So the answer will come out to be 125 radian per second. Answer will come out to be 125 radian per second. That is the resonant frequency. And now quality factor, Q factor is given by there are two formulas. So Q is equal to it is 1 by R under root L by C. You can use this formula also. You can use this formula and you can get the answer. Okay. Q factor is given by Q is equal to 1 by R under root L by C. You can use this formula. Q is equal to omega naught into L by R. This formula also can be used. So this is simple. That is Q is equal to omega naught. We have got the answer. That is 125 into L. L is 2.0 Henry and capital R is 10. So simplification of this one will give the answer as 25. The answer as 25. So Q factor, that is quality factor, is just a number. It does not have any unit. It does not have any unit. It does not has unit. It is just a number. Quality factor is a number and its value generally varies from 10 to 100. Remember that the value of Q will be from 10 to 100. Any number from 10 to 100 for VHF. That is very high frequency. The general value of Q is 10 to 100. Okay. So this or else you can use this formula. If you use this formula, calculation becomes more. Okay. This is how you can solve. Next numerical. What are the next numerical? Fourth one. What are the next numerical? Homework. This is homework. Read on. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit. This is homework, same as this one. Just now we have solved, no? Same as this one. So you do it at the home. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of series LCR circuit. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 3 Henry. Containing a pure inductor of inductance 3 Henry. Come on. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 3 Henry. Come on. Capacitor of capacitance capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad, capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad, and resistor of resistance 7.4 ohm, resistor of resistance 7.4 ohm. This fourth homework which I given, it is asked in the 2014, March 2014. It is in the question paper. Once again I will tell this fourth one homework, March 2014. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 3 Henry, capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad, and a resistor of resistance 7.4 ohm. The answer for this one comes out to be, omega naught is equal to 111.11 radian per second, and Q factor, that is Q is equal to 45. So these are the answers we have to get. This is asked in the March 2014. It is asked in March 2014. It is same as just now we have solved such kind of problem. So solve on your own, you get the answer. So this is homework. Simple question for 5 marks. This is asked in March 2014 for 5 marks. Okay. Next question. What is the next question? Fifth one. Fifth one, it is asked in July 2015. Okay, right on. A pure inductor of 25 millihenry. A pure inductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volt and 50 hertz. A pure inductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volt and 50 hertz. You please stop. Read the question. July 2015. A pure inductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volt and 50 hertz. You please stop. Find the inductive reactance. Find the inductive reactance. Find the inductive reactance, RMS value of current. Find the inductive reactance, RMS value of current, and peak value of current in the circuit. Find the inductive reactance, RMS value of current, and peak value of current in the circuit. Peak value of current in the circuit. You please stop. Okay. Read the question and write the given data. A pure inductor of inductance, that is given L, that is inductance, is 25 millihenry. So 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 Henry. Okay, is connected to a source of 220 volt, that is RMS voltage. So if anything is not told, only AC supply voltage is told, then it means that it is nothing but RMS value of voltage, that is 220 volt. And frequency as 50 hertz. Find the inductive reactance, that is XL is equal to question mark. RMS value of current, that is IRMS is equal to question mark. And peak value of current in the circuit, that is I naught is equal to question mark. Can you solve this one? Can you solve on your own? Okay. So we know that inductive reactance is given by XL is equal to L omega. XL is equal to L omega, and it is equal to 2 pi f into L. 2 pi f into L. So therefore XL is equal to 2 into pi. Pi is 3.142 into f. Frequency is 50 into L. L is how much? 25 into 10 to the power minus 3. So you get XL is equal to in terms of ohm. So do the calculation. Do the calculation for this one, you will get the answer. So as the calculation, the answer will come out to be. The answer will come out to be. And it is okay. There is 7.85 ohm. 7.85 ohm. So excellent. And now we have to find IRMS. That is RMS value of current. So now RMS value of current is given by, okay, which circuit it is? Which circuit? It is pure inductive circuit because only inductor is given. There is no capacitor, there is no resistor. Okay, so that means it is pure inductive circuit. In a pure inductive circuit, RMS value of current is given by, that is IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by XL. Hope you understood how to write these formulas. How to write these formulas? That is nothing but I is equal to V by R. R is resistance, V is voltage, I is current. Okay, R is resistance. Instead of resistance, here we have to put reactance because it is a pure inductive circuit. There is no resistor, there is no capacitor. Okay, so that is VRMS is given. That is 220. 220 divided by 7.85. So we get the value of IRMS as. So what the answer will come to be? It is 28 ampere. It will come to be 28 ampere. Here check the calculation with calculator once. And then peak value of current. So now peak value of current. Peak value of current. That is I0. I0 is equal to, I will give two formulas. That is you can write V0 divided by XL. You can write V0 divided by XL, but we don't know the V0. We have to calculate V0 by using VRMS. Then you substitute like this, you will get the answer. Okay. Or you write directly like this. That is I0 is equal to IRMS divided by root 2. I0 is equal to root 2 into IRMS. I0 is equal to root 2 into IRMS. So substitute the values and you will get the answer. So that is root 2 into 28. So you get the answer as, so what the answer will come to be 39.6. 39.6 ampere. 39.6 ampere. This is the answer. Understood? This is asked in July 2015. Next question, Rita. Next question. Next question. Question number 6. Asked in March 2015. March 2015. They asked in March 2015. March 2015 for 5 marks. All these questions are for 5 marks. Okay, write the question. A sinusoidal voltage of peak value. A sinusoidal voltage of peak value 283 volt and frequency 50 Hz. A sinusoidal voltage of peak value 283 volt and frequency 50 Hz is applied to a series LCR circuit. A sinusoidal voltage of peak value 283 volt and frequency 50 Hz is applied to a series LCR circuit in which a sinusoidal, once again I will read the question. A sinusoidal voltage of peak value 283 volt and frequency 50 Hz is applied to a series LCR circuit in which capital R is equal to 3 ohm. Capital R is equal to 3 ohm. Capital L is equal to 25.48 millihenry. 25.48 millihenry and C is equal to 786 microfarad. 786 microfarad. You please stop. Find next line A. Next line first part A and the impedance of the circuit. Find impedance of the circuit. Find A, impedance of the circuit. B. The phase difference between the voltage across the source and the current. The phase difference between the voltage across the source and the current. The phase difference between the voltage across the source and the current. And C. Power factor. So these all are the things that you have to find. Impedance of the circuit you have to find. The phase difference between voltage across the source and the current you have to find. And the power factor also you have to find. Try to solve this one. First find out Z. Try to solve this one. Let us see. Try to solve this numerical. Let us see how many of you will solve. Pause the video and try to solve. Okay, see here. So to find impedance, that is solution. To find impedance Z, first we need to find XL and XC. That is inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. We know that XL is equal to L omega, that is 2 pi F into L. So therefore 2 into pi into F 50 into L. L is given as 25.48 millihenry. So 25.48 into 10 to the power -3. Pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14. So substitute the values and get the answer. I'll write the answer here. Do the calculation. So you get XL as 8.0 ohm. 8.0 ohm. On calculation you get XL as 8.0 ohm. And next XC is equal to 1 divided by C omega, or 1 divided by 2 pi F into C. That is XC is equal to 1 divided by 2 into pi, that is 3.142 F 50, and C is given as 786 into 10 to the power -6. And now do the calculation. And after doing calculation, round off the number to one decimal point, one digit, then you will get the answer as 4.0 ohm. You get the answer as 4.0 ohm. Do this calculation. Use the calculator, do the calculation. Calculation part is left to you people. So after doing the calculation, you will get X is equal to 4.0 ohm. So 4.0 something you will get, but round it off to 4.0 ohm. Okay. So now we know that Z is equal to, that is under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So therefore Z is equal to under root of R. Resistance is given, that is 3 square plus XL we got it as 8 minus XC we got it as 4 whole square. 8 minus 4 square. So 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16, 25. So root 25 you get Z is equal to 5 ohm. Z is equal to 5 ohm. So this is the answer for A. That is impedance. Z is got. So Z is equal to 25. That is the answer you got. And now find the phase difference between the voltage and current. Now we need to find the phi and power factor. Okay. Now B, the phase difference. It is tan phi is equal to XL minus XC divided by R. Okay. Before applying this formula, before applying these formulas, first check whether XL is greater or XC is greater. Always, before applying this formula, check whether XL is greater or XC is greater. XL value is 8 and XC value is 4 ohm. So 8 ohm, 4 ohm, so XL is greater than XC. So you can apply tan phi is equal to XL minus XC divided by R. If XC is greater than XL, if XC is greater than XL, then you have to apply the formula tan phi is equal to XC minus XL divided by R. If XC is greater than XL, then you have to use the formula tan phi is equal to XC minus XL divided by R. Remember this. It is not in this problem, but still we get some numericals related to that. That's why remember this. Understood? Okay. For this formula, for this problem, XL is greater than XC, so this formula is enough. So therefore, phi is equal to tan inverse of XL. XL is 8, XC is 4, divided by R is 3. So phi is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. So tan inverse of 4 by 3. So tan inverse of 4 by 3 will come to be how much degree? So what is the angle we get? It is 53. So phi is equal to 53 degree. So you can write 53 degree directly. So this is from direct, you can write 53 degree or 53.1 degree. Okay. This is the exact answer. They are given in the book 53.1 degree or 53 degree. No problem. Check the calculation. Okay. So for this, a graph is not given. Even if the graph is not given, then also you can write the answer. Okay. So tan 4 by 3. Okay. No problem. So next what else we have to find out? A, B and C. Power factor. Okay, it is not there in the syllabus. It is removed from the syllabus, but still we'll solve it. Power factor. That is nothing but cos pi. Cos pi is called power factor. Is called power factor. Cos pi is called power factor. So therefore, cos pi is equal to cos of 53 degree. Cos of 53 degree. Is cos of 53 degree. So it will come so to be. So that is the answer will come so to be 0.6. 0.6. Understood? So try to solve the questions as much as possible on your own. It will be better rather than just following the teacher. Okay? We will solve the numericals. Some of the numericals will solve. Some of the numericals will give the homework, and you will learn more when you solve the numericals on your own. That is most important. You have to solve the numericals on your own. So at least try to solve similar kind of problems. If you solve one problem like this, if I give another problem of similar kind, you must be able to solve it. Okay. Read on the next question. Next question. July 2015. Next question it is asked in July 2015. Okay, question number 7. A resistor of 100 ohm. A resistor of 100 ohm. Let us say take this as homework. Let's see how many of you do. Take it as homework or take it as challenge. Okay. Right. Try to solve this homework. A resistor of 100 ohm. Write on the question. A resistor of 100 ohm, comma. A pure inductance coil of. A resistor of 100 ohm, comma. A pure inductance coil of capital L is equal to 0.5 Henry. Capital L is equal to 0.5 Henry. A pure inductance coil of capital L is equal to 0.5 Henry, and capacitor are in series. In a circuit. Once again, I'll read the question. A resistor of 100 ohm, comma, a pure inductance coil of capital L is equal to 0.5 Henry and capacitor are in a series in a circuit containing an AC source of 200 volt, 50 hertz. Containing an AC source of 200 volt, 50 hertz. Containing an AC source of 200 volt, 50 hertz. You please stop. This is complete one sentence. Once again, I will read the question. A resistor of 100 ohm, a pure inductance coil of L is equal to 0.5 Henry and capacitor are in a series in a circuit containing an AC source of 200 volt, 50 hertz. You please stop. In the circuit, current is ahead of the voltage by 30 degree. In the circuit, current is ahead of the voltage by 30 degree. Current is ahead of the voltage by 30 degree. You please stop. In the circuit, current is ahead of the voltage by 30 degree. You please stop. Find the value of the capacitance. Take it as a homework and let us see how many of you will solve this question. Okay? Try to solve this question and I will give the answer. If you want, I will give the direct answer for this one. I think the answer will come to be C is equal to 1.46 farad. Roughly, not exactly. So roughly the answer will come to be 1.46 farad. Okay? So try to solve this one. Next question number 8. That is asked in March 2016. Question number 8, March 2016. It is also homework. Simple question. This is good one. Solve this one. Let us see. Okay. This is very simple. You have to must and should solve. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance. 4 Henry. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor, capital Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 4 Henry, capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad, capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad and resistor of resistance 8.4 ohm and resistor of resistance 8.4 ohm. Do this as homework. Once again I will read. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 4 Henry, capacitor of capacitance 27 microfarad and resistor of resistance 8.4 ohm. Okay, do that calculation. You will get answer I will give omega naught. It comes to be 96.22. Omega naught comes to be 96.22 and Q comes to be 45.82. Okay. Do this as homework. Already we have solved such kind of numerical. Okay. See, all these numericals have been asked in the question paper only, in the previous year question paper only, and some more questions we will solve in the next class. Some more questions we will solve in the next class, and also we see the what kind of questions they have asked in the question paper. Okay.